Tomorrow afternoon, the World Cup moves into the quarterfinals, where the margin for error effectively disappears. This chart shows exactly why France is the heavy favorite. They have racked up 14 goals in this tournament while allowing only 2. That efficiency has put the French on the doorstep of a third consecutive World Cup semifinal. Standing in their way is a Morocco squad carrying the momentum of an entire continent, as the only African nation left in the bracket. While this is a rematch of the 2022 semifinal that France won 2-0, the tactical identity of these two teams has changed since their last meeting in Qatar. Morocco has transitioned from a deep-sitting defensive bloc into a side that demands the ball, using possession to dictate the tempo of the game. Because both teams have moved away from their traditional scripts, relying on broad tournament averages no longer captures how this specific matchup will play out.
To see where this game will be won or lost, we have to look at the specific individuals who have become the engines for these new tactical identities. France employs a counterintuitive setup. Even with their talent, they often concede possession, waiting for the opposition to commit players forward. The moment a team overextends, France uses their transition speed to accelerate into the gaps and punish the defense before it can reset. While established stars like Kylian Mbappé provide the finishing power for these runs, they are no longer the primary creators in the build-up. But the actual architect of the current French form is Olise. After a breakout season in Germany, Olise has dominated the tournament's creative metrics, leading all players with 5 assists. If Morocco commits to their high-possession game plan, Olise is the player specifically positioned to exploit the space they leave behind. Morocco intends to use possession as a defensive shield. By keeping the ball, they deny France the transition opportunities that fuel their offense. They are playing to neutralize the French firestorm, that period in every match where France's sheer athletic advantage tends to overwhelm and tire out opponents. Since France rarely concedes chances, Morocco has to be hyperclinical. They need the same high-percentage finishing they showed when they converted nearly every look against Canada. However, a series of injuries to key attackers like Ismail Saibari has forced Morocco to look deeper into their roster for that scoring touch. This puts the pressure on Soufiane Maghini, an opportunistic finisher who has already proven he can step off the bench to score in tight windows. Morocco's chances of an upset depend on Rahimi's ability to convert the few isolated errors France's defense might offer. These two strategies are now on a collision course, where the outcome will likely be decided by a single missed tackle or a mistimed pass. The question is whether Rahimi can find a clinical finish before Olise orchestrates a counterattack that puts the game out of reach. The winner moves on to face another European power in Spain or Belgium. Most data models favor the depth of the French roster, projecting a narrow 2-1 victory for the defending finalists. But regardless of the tactical blueprints, this quarterfinal will be remembered for the individual stars who successfully execute them under the highest pressure.